Hey guys, I'm Nina Zeta with Sidewalker Daily, and in today's video, I want to talk about the 6 habits of highly successful content creators. If you're new to our channel, welcome. I work with content creators on a day-to-day basis. I work with them both from the brand clients that I represent, that I need to hire creators to do work for my brand clients, but I also work with content creators in my private creator community that we have, and through tons of other different ways. So I am talking to the creator all day long, and I think throughout my 8 years of experience in this industry, working with influencers, creators, people who are making content for a living, I've been able to see some patterns of highly successful content creators that are just reoccurring, right? And that's what I want to get into in today's video and share these with you guys so that you as a creator or someone here that's watching, that's making content regularly, can put these habits in place now, especially if you're just starting. It's all about habit forming so that you too can get to that level of success that you're looking for and reach your goals. Now, before I jump in, if you are new and you haven't done so already, make sure you hit subscribe and that little bell so that you're notified on all videos, influencer, creator, and social media. Now I'm gonna go ahead and share these 6 habits. Of course, they're not in any particular order, but I did save the best for last. So make sure you stick around to the end so that you could hear what I think is one of the most important habits so that you can actually make it in this industry. All right, so my first habit is going to be being really on top of trends, right? When you are a content creator and you're someone that is getting paid to create content, you really can't be a sheep. You have to be someone who is gonna push yourself creatively, not only be on top of trends, make trends, right? Feel confident enough to push yourself to see what's happening in the industry, right? So like what's really popular right now? And where do you see things going? That's also a place that you should think of. Now look here I'm gonna be sharing my screen. So stop motion, for example, as you can see here from this really talented creator, is a style of content creation that we saw a few years back, and I still think brands are loving it. As you can see, this is clearly a sponsored post. She's working with a brand, and I think this is obviously really engaging and great content. Now, whether it's a piece of content like this that you're like, okay, I'm gonna stay up to date with what works on social. Right now, we're seeing a lot of creators and content creators really perfecting their reels, right? They're perfecting short form video content because that's trendy right now, and that's what a lot of their clients are looking to get. Or is it figuring out like AR filters? We're seeing a lot of creators in my community build out AR filters, right? And they're doing it for themselves, but they're also doing it to show the brands, hey, I can create, an augmented reality filter. And for those of you wondering, let me give you an example of what an AR filter looks like. So when I go ahead and click story, do you see all these little filters at the bottom? These were created by different people, right? So if you go ahead and click this button, you can either save effect, report it, browse effect library. And these are all different filters and effects that were created by different creators. You can see what their names are, and creators are creating this, right? So this is a way to stay on top of content by creating, your own filter. And again, this is just one example of something that is trending right now. It's your job as a creator that is getting paid. And again, a habit is to be constantly looking to see what's doing well, what's new, so you can present this to your clients as something that you offer. Now, before I give you my second tip, if you are a creator, I have entire free resource library. I don't know why I have not mentioned this before. I have a resource library for influencers and creators. It's full of wonderful worksheets. I think we have over 6, 7 different worksheets in there to kind of get you guys thinking about your business a little bit more seriously. It's a totally free library. You just have to sign up to get it. So I'm going to include that link below so you can sign up and get access to all my free resources on our website. Now, my second tip is so important as a habit. Pause this video if you need to, write it down on a big post-it, put it in your calendar. I don't know, do whatever you have to do. Are you ready for it? Constantly update your portfolio. Oh, I know it's so annoying and so hard to do and so logistical, right? Part of being a creator is just like, I want to create, I want to shoot content, I want to have fun. But then when it comes to putting your portfolio together or even updating it, I know for so many of you, it is tough because it's something we have to do monthly. We have to go in and update our portfolios. So please, I know it's a struggle for some, maybe it's not for all, but not updating your portfolio portfolio is leaving money on the table, because when you are pitching to brands, you want to have the most up-to-date content up there, right? And remember, not everything that you create makes it to the gram or makes it to TikTok or makes it to YouTube or wherever you create your content. So having a solid portfolio that is updated and fresh is going to help you get the job. Think about it as your resume. What if you had a resume that was like super outdated and had none of your relevant work experience? You're not gonna get the job, right? Versus if you're like, this is all the new stuff I've been working on. That's the type of mindset you need. And that is a tip that the creators that are killing it, making money, and are successful are constantly doing. Updating. Now, my third tip that I've seen, and my third habit of highly successful content creators is producing regularly. Now, this is the old saying, if you don't use it, you lose it. This is what I mean by this is whatever type of content you're creating, whether you're writing, copywriting, shooting photo or video, it's something that you have to keep that muscle warm. Now, I don't mean overproduce and making, overwork for you, but I mean that you have to touch base with your skill and feel like you're actually fueling that fire. And sometimes it's not even like using the content, or creating the content, it's jotting down ideas. 10, 15 minutes a day, what are some new ideas for content that you have? It's being top of mind, and the content creators that I know, they're always taking notes and always writing down, oh, I wanna shoot that, or oh, I wanna do this, or this is a great topic, right? So when I say produce regularly, it's not always produce the main content, it's just always keeping top of mind what you need to get done to, be doing this full time. Now, if you need a little push and a little bit of accountability and a good kick in the old where to make sure that you stay on track, we have a program. It's called the Inner Circle. It is only for creators and influencers. It's an accountability program. We meet weekly. We have Zoom calls. We have industry talks, guest speakers, challenges, all that good stuff. So if you're interested in joining a community of other creators like you, where you actually talk to them on video calls, join below. We have a wait list, and this will definitely be an opportunity for you to make sure you are producing regularly, because guess what? You are who you hang out with. And when you invest in being around other creators, it is definitely gonna motivate you to stay on track. Now, another really big habit of some creators that I've seen that are super successful is establishing your own voice. You as a creator, we want to know when we look at this post, oh my gosh, that's Nina, or oh my gosh, that's Kevin, right? Whatever, I'm making up these names, not my name, but Kevin. You want to be able to have a distinct style. I know, especially on TikTok, because it's such a niche community, this is really easy to do. I've seen a lot of accounts that I know right away it's that person's content. A lot of photographers maybe have a filter or a preset or a style that is typically them. And I think these are important things to consider, especially when you're looking to stand out. And I think this ties back to the first tip, right? Like pushing yourself creatively. Tend to find a way to figure out their own style and their own voice, and they're able to be known for that. So it's definitely an important habit to implement. Now, I think this fifth habit, it's not my last one, but we're getting there. This one is really important too. And I call this creating some distance between you and your work. I think a lot of content creators, they take their work as a reflection of them, so it's really personal, and because of that, they're unable to get feedback to push themselves to grow and keep going. So if you're able to create a little bit of distance between you and your work, so it's not so personal, you look at it more as okay, this is something I'm doing, but it's not reflective of me, it allows you to get feedback from obviously mentors in the community or people that you respect. Now, when I say feedback, I don't mean from mom and dad and cousin who don't know what you're doing and still think you post content is I don't know, I hear it all the time, oh, no one gets what I do, right? So I'm not saying feedback from those people, I'm saying feedback from your peers in the industry. You just want to be able to take that feedback so that you can really grow and not feel you know it all, because we all obviously don't, right? We all need people to help push us and make us better. All right, guys, so we're at my last tip, and I think this is probably one of the most important ones, especially as a habit for a creator looking to do this and be successful. Publish your work. Your content was not meant to sit on a hard drive. collecting virtual dust, okay? Your content was not meant to just like spend days shooting and never getting it out there. What I see this happen a lot with the creators in my community. They will shoot content and then the perfectionist thing happens, right? We're like, oh, it's not good enough, or like it never gets out there. Now, I'm obviously not saying you need to post every single thing that you ever make, but you need to publish your work and move on, because we cannot let perfectionism or imposter syndrome or all those little things get in our ear and stop you from actually producing. Because every time you put something out there, you are like putting it out there to the world, and it allows you to continue to create and continue to move on. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Like I said, sign up for our free resource library so you can get all those goodies for free, all those worksheets, and let me know what your favorite tip was in the comments. Do you have any other tips for content creators? Again, we're all reading the comments together, and we're all kind of growing and learning in this space together. So comment, like, subscribe, do all those good things, support our channel, fuel my fire, and I will see you guys in the next video.